Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Okay guys, so on today's video we are doing my 30-week pregnancy update. I'm 30 weeks and 2 days today. And I know I've been saying this on my last videos, but I can't believe we're getting closer. Oh my gosh, it's like we're getting closer and closer and closer, and it's crazy. Time is going by very, very fast now. So let me show you. This time I'm gonna remember to read what my Obia app says. Hold on a sec. It says the baby is the size of a platypus. I don't know. It says rainbow baby is now the size of a platypus minus the tail, and I'm gonna show you a picture of the thing so you can see. This animal is so bizarre that it was once thought to be an elaborate hoax. But just like rainbow baby is a real deal, and its phone never cooperates to focus, but yeah, it's a weird animal, I gotta say. So let's see what it says about the baby. So it says how's rainbow baby. The lanugo is like that kind of like fur like hairs that baby has like before it's born, and it falls off before they're born. Rainbow baby furry coat that's been keeping her warm in there will begin to fall off this week as she puts off enough fat to keep herself warm without it. So yeah, so basically it's like a fur, like hair, to keep the baby warm, till they start putting on some fat. So that's what it is. Rainbow baby is going to start putting on up to ½ pound each week until she's born. Ooh. I don't know why it says she. I think I said it was a boy, but it keeps, this app says she, like, okay. Her eyes are in place but still developing. She can open her eyes, but right now her vision is extremely poor. It will continue to improve while she's in the womb. Her vision development is just about to speed up. Let's see. And it says that rainbow baby is growing closer to 17 inches. That's pretty big. It's the size of a cantaloupe and probably weighs somewhere near 3.5 pounds. Ooh, okay. So it says at this point most babies will start to move from the bridge position to the safer, easier birth position where their heads are delivered first. I went to the doctor today, that's why I waited till today to make this update, and she touched my belly and stuff, and she said he's still like laying down, like horizontally, like he's not head down yet. Okay, so we'll see. Hopefully he turns his head down by the time comes, for the birth and all that, because if he happens to be breech or anything like that, I will have to have a C-section, which I don't want to. Like I said, I'm very open, to anything they have to do to get the baby and myself safe. But if I can choose between natural labor, like delivery, vaginal delivery, and C-section, I would prefer vaginal delivery, especially because the recovery is way faster and easier than if you have a C-section. I think it's probably not fun to be recovering from major surgery and having a newborn to take care of and stuff. Even though my mom is coming, my parents are coming to help me with the baby and everything, but still, and it's a major surgery. Like I said, if I could choose, I would prefer vaginal birth. Let's see what else it says. That's basically what it says. Not much more than that. So let me talk about what I asked the doctor today. What she did. Like I said, like as usual, they check my weight. I've gained about, I think, maybe 3 pounds from the last appointment, which was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, about 3 pounds, I think. I can't remember because I don't write down the weight myself. Like they keep track of it, and but I can kind of remember that I was like 127 something last time, and today I was like 130 pounds. So yeah, they checked my blood pressure. My blood pressure was great. I told her that I'm gonna start checking my blood pressure at home at least a couple times a week, just because, you know, we're getting closer to the end, and I just want to make sure that my blood pressure is on track. You know, I don't want to maybe, you know, I don't know, maybe develop preeclampsia or whatever, you know, and not know about it. Like I like to be proactive, and, you know, and prevent anything that I can prevent from happening, anything bad from happening. So yeah, so she checked my blood pressure, that was fine. Then she checked the baby heartbeat. She said he's doing fantastic. She checked my belly, and she said something like the legs and the hands were like on this side, and the head was here. So he's like I said, he's laying this way. He's not like head down or bridge. He's still laying, you know, on the side. So what else? Yeah, so everything went great. She checked my sugar levels, because like I said, you know, I've been keeping track of all, you know, 4 times a day, checking my sugar levels, and she was amazed on how good they were. She was so happy with my results that she even told me that she wants me to go next week instead of every 2 weeks. She wants me to go next week, and I was like, is there something wrong? Like, because I knew, you know, like it's kind of early to have weekly appointments. And she said, no, the reason why I want you to come next week is because if you keep having these amazing levels, we might like lower the amount of times that you have to poke your finger per day. So instead of maybe 4 times, maybe I have to do it 3 or 2, I'm not sure. Yeah, so she was very happy. I only had 2 a little bit high results. One was 129. Like I said, 120 after 2 hours after meals. 120 is the limit, and I had 129 one time, and then I had 123. She told me to not worry about it. That's not bad at all, and the other numbers were amazing. So she was very happy. So that made me very happy too. I was like, yes, I got it. I think I got it. So, you know, so it's very cool knowing that eating healthy, you know, cutting off the bad sugars and stuff, and, you know, doing exercise, I can keep my levels under control without, you know, the need of insulin, at least for now. I'm very happy about that, guys. Very happy, because I told her, I said, when they first called me and they told me I failed, I wanted to cry, because I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe I failed that test. And so now, you know, now that I'm used to it, and I'm just, like I said, poking my finger has become part of my daily routine, you know, just like you brush your teeth, your hair. Yeah, it's just another thing that I do. It doesn't even hurt anymore, I think, because I do it. I've done it so many times already that it's just not painful anymore. So let's see, let me check the questions that I have for her. I had a few questions for her today. One of them was, I described to her what I feel sometimes at night when I go to bed, and I feel like sometimes, I mean, not every night, but sometimes I do feel like my belly getting tight, is like tight, and I do feel like a little bit of pain down there, like lighting crotch, not like cramps or anything like that, like nothing that, oh my gosh, I'm like, this is so painful, nothing like that, but I do feel a little bit of pain, and usually the baby moves when that happens. So I asked her, I said, are those Braxton Hick contractions? Because I never felt them before, so I wasn't sure. And she said, yes, that's what probably is. That's what you're having. And I told her they are not consistent. I mean, I have them, maybe I have it once in 5 days, within 5 days. I mean, they're not consistent. They're not like painful really, except for, you know, a little bit of discomfort down there. But it's not really bad. So yeah, so I'm having my first Braxton Hick contraction. So that's your body's way to prepare for the real deal, which is, you know, birth and real contraction, real painful contractions. So that's kind of exciting. I mean, at least my body is kind of doing what it's supposed to do. It's kind of getting ready. So let's see. Then I also asked her, and this question, I mean, I know I could have asked this like later, but she's so nice. She's one of my favorite doctors, and so, you know, she takes the time to answer all your questions. So I asked her also if after the birth, of course, considering that I have a vaginal birth, not C-section, because I know if I have a C-section, the recovery is gonna take, you know, a few weeks. But considering I have a vaginal birth and everything goes well, I asked her if I can go for walks, because I do know that I'm not supposed to work out, like say go to the gym or anything like that, for 6 weeks. And she said, yeah, that's totally fine, you know, as long as I feel fine. So I cannot wait for that, to go for walks with the baby, and probably my mom's gonna come with me. It's gonna be so cool, guys. I just can't wait. Another question that I asked her was if I could get my Tdap shot, I think they call it. It's for the whooping cough. She said, yeah, I can get it anytime. She even gave me the prescription for me to get it. Because like the doctor, not the doctor I saw last time, the one before her, they talked to me about it, but they just gave me a paper and it didn't say exactly when I could start, like when I could have it. I decided I'm gonna have that one, but I'm not gonna get the flu shot. At least, I don't think I will. Because I never gotten the flu shot, and I mean, I haven't gotten sick in a long time, in like years, knocking on wood. So, sorry guys, my camera shut down. I heard not so great things about the flu shot. I heard a lot of people that get the flu shot and they get sick when they get it. And I'm like, no, I have no time for that. So at least for now, I'm gonna pass on the flu shot, but I do want to get the Tdap shot. That one I think I see more women getting it, and yeah, so why not? So I'm gonna get that one. Then let's see, another question that I have. One question that I forgot to ask her is if I'm gonna have to have like non-stress test or more ultrasounds towards the end because of the gestational diabetes, which I'm assuming I am gonna have to have maybe 1 or 2 ultrasounds, just because they will want to make sure, you know, the baby's not getting too big or anything like that. But I forgot to ask her that one, so that one is gonna be for the next doctor I see next week. Then I also asked her, because a dietitian told me that I was supposed to have 45 grams of carbs with every meal, like with breakfast, with lunch, and with dinner. And I told her I felt that was a little bit too much for me. It was a little bit too much food. I also told her that she said that I'm supposed to have at least 1,500 calories a day, you know, to make sure my baby and we get the nutrients that we need. And you know, and up to like 1,800, which I think that's crazy. Like I'm having 1,500 and sometimes I feel like, ooh, I'm full. But yeah, so I asked her if it's okay to have the 1,500 calories that I need, but not have 45 grams of carbs every time, because I feel, not that my levels, well, one of those days that my level went up, like that I feel that last result at night, it was the day that I had those Velveeta breakfast biscuits. They're like 4 little biscuits that come like in a package, and I had four of those. They're very thin anyways, but I had 4 of those that day. Like four biscuits have like 200 something calories. I mean, they're not crazy, like they don't have a lot of calories, but you know. And so I asked her, I said, is it okay if I have less carbs as long as I get, you know, my 1,500 calories? And she said, yeah, that should be totally fine. She said, you know, if we think, oh, the baby, you know, is not growing enough or whatever, then we'll ask you to, you know, to either eat more carbs or eat more calories, but you should be fine, she said. And then the last thing I asked her was about the ketones, because the nurse, when I went to this kind of class, this class about, you know, healthy, no, actually, it was a class about gestational diabetes, you know, and all that, and what I gotta look out for, and all that. And she mentioned that maybe I should check my ketones on the urine daily. So I asked the doctor, and she said, no, I would say no, at least for now. Like, your levels are amazing. She said, and when we check, because you know, every time you go to your OB, you always leave a urine sample, and they check the ketones as well. So they check that, they check the protein. I also asked her, like, if everything was fine, if there was no protein on my urine, because you know, that could be a sign of preeclampsia. And since they say, like, if you have gestational diabetes, there's also a bigger chance you might develop preeclampsia in pregnancy. I was like, I'm gonna ask her, and she said, no, your urine is fine. They had already checked it by the time I saw her. So that was, yeah, that was great. Okay guys, so time to show you my belly and measure my belly. So here's my 30-week belly, and I see my camera flashing. So, ooh boy, I think this has grown. So I'm gonna try to be quick. That's so weird. Like yesterday when I was gonna put the battery to charge and it was green. So I was like, okay, it's good. Actually, that's so funny. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's like 35. 35 inches. This is the same as last time. So, I don't know. But I do feel, guys, my belly getting bigger. Like, you know, it all depends if, my belly fluctuates, like, you know, depends what I eat and, you know, or what I eat less or whatever. In the morning, it seems to be much smaller. And then the moment I get up and have breakfast, it gets bigger. So, okay. Alright everyone, so this was my pregnancy update. I hope it was useful. I know it might be kind of like a long video because I had a lot to talk about. But yeah, I hope you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe, and thank you so much to the new subscribers. I've noticed I have a few new subscribers. I love that. It makes me want to make more videos for you guys. It's amazing. And I do have, tomorrow I do have my oath ceremony for becoming an American citizen. I'm so excited. But I'm gonna be vlogging tomorrow, but I'm gonna do it in Spanish, just because I noticed that when I uploaded that video about, you know, like my citizenship test, I noticed that, of course, a lot of people that speak Spanish and, you know, that they live here in the US and are trying to become citizens, they really love that video. I mean, I had a lot of views there, like over 5,000 I think, or 6,000 now, I don't know. For my channel, that's crazy. So yeah, so that vlog I'm gonna do it in Spanish, but even if you speak English, you're gonna see. I hope they let me film, hopefully. I hope they let me film inside, and so you're gonna understand what it's all about. So I hope you check it out too when that's up, and thank you so much guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!